guys, thanks for joining me. This is my I Love Wrestling podcast. For those that know Coach BT and you know a little bit about me, you already know that wrestling is one of my favorite pastimes. I've been a huge wrestling fan since the 80s when you're thinking about Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Ric Flair, all of the greats. I'm taking you down a rabbit hole into my world on this show. This is going to be something new, something different, and it's going to be powered by Amazon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce all these different new products, all these different new figs that basically encompass the world of wrestling. I feel like wrestling is an art. I'm going to take you down a rabbit hole of my art form. Hopefully you like and subscribe to this channel. And along the way, man, I hope you vibing with me. I hope you rocking out with me. Let's jump right into the new channel and the new show of I Love Wrestling Pod. All right, guys, here we are. So we're going to do some unboxing of some cool Mattel Elite Collection action figures. And it's really not really one that I want to kind of start off with. Like a lot of these different things is just to give you a backdrop and the history of just going about this. Man, I grew up in the 80s. Shout out to my mom and the Turner family and the Franklin family. And just being a kid to where we didn't do a whole lot. I mean, we did a whole lot of stuff going outside, but my mother was able to kind of provide a lot of different things for me. So once I started getting into toys, playing with different toys, playing with different gadgets, man, you know, just like any boy of the 80s, you know, man, you gravitated to all of the masculine things. So G.I. Joe, man, love wrestling, man, love just, you know, Saturday morning cartoons, Saturday morning action figures, man, with no commercials. So for those that are listening, man, you kind of remember those Saturday mornings was full of sugar, full of cereal, Saturday morning cartoons. And one thing that I've always gravitated to, and I'll never forget, man, was Saturday night's main event. On Saturday, stayed up real late, man, and just so happened to catch what was known to be pro wrestling. And man, I just was gravitated to the screen, man, couldn't blink. And man, that was probably like around 1987, 1988. So we fast forward to, just growing up, man, was able to get all type of Hasbro's, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Saturday mornings. But it wasn't until I got that Hasbro WWF wrestling ring that I gravitated really hard to collecting the wrestling figures. So, you know, kind of gravitated more to, you know, sports, basketball, girls, life, just growing up. Kind of, you know, stopped playing with toys for a while, but man, was still intrigued by all of the different things that they were constantly coming out with. And I've always said, man, one day when I have a son, I'm going to start pumping all of that type of stuff back into him. 2017, 2018, where we started kind of getting back into the kind of the quote unquote toy collecting, because, you know how it is when you're growing up. All of the different things that you wanted or you couldn't get, you want to try to put that in your little ones. And so that's what I was just doing. Anything that I liked, that I knew I liked growing up, hey, man, check this out. And trying to see which ones he's going to gravitate to a little bit more. But again, it was the wrestling action figures. It's something about the way Mattel kind of, you know, can create some of these different things with the detail. It's not nothing specific that we're going to kind of start off with. I got the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. This is an Elite Collection Series 92 fig. And as you can see, this is how the boxing looks. You know, kind of standard with all of these Elite Series. Has the true FX lifelike details on the side. Certified authenticity on the side, and just again 8+. So if you're 8 years old, 8 or 9, they recommend that you start playing with these at around the age 8. And like I said, Nate was probably 2017, 2018 was probably like the year we started getting back into it. So yeah, right on point. Let's just look at the back. Again, this is the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Again, for some of you all that, well, I'm not going to say for some of you all, everybody that's watching this channel or watching this video, are familiar with Bray Wyatt. So I think during 2019, 2020, this version of The Fiend kind of came out. We went through COVID. Again, Fiend was like he was on top, man, super on top, and super duper baby face, man, selling out merchandise, selling out all the different things. He became the Universal Champion, the WWE Champion, the Raw Tag Team Champion, and the WWE went on during COVID. They was doing shows where everybody was in the Thunderdome. So we in the Thunderdome, and we get this match between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And during this match, Randy Orton sets Bray Wyatt on fire, and we get this version of the Fiend, the burnt Fiend, on fire in the ring. And it even says on the back, even after being set ablaze by Randy Orton, the Fiend returned from the ashes to exalt his revenge on the Viper. So, this is probably maybe like the third or fourth version of Bray Wyatt between the Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse that we have. But again, man, this is something cool, something different. I think how most of these toy makers, the way they do it, they get you to buy constantly all these different versions of the same thing. So Bray Wyatt, Fiend. Sure, if this thing, there we go. Again, if you can just kind of see what we kind of dealing with. He's not too shabby, it's just kind of standard with a lot of these elite guys. They're kind of, real cool. You can kind of move around the waist a little bit, kind of turn them around. Again, howdy wowdy. He's kind of deranged and just can't take it anymore. Kind of reminds you a little bit of a Mick Foley, a little bit. So so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop in the description a link if you guys would like to purchase this. This video is being sponsored by Amazon, so a lot of these different action figures that we have that we're going to be introducing and promoting, you can get a lot of them through Amazon. So I'll send the link. Go out, get you the Fiend Bray Wyatt Elite Collection Series 92 action figure, and hope to catch you on the next video.